phone number for you in the screensaver. Laura Nelson could come forward about the fact that, well, what would she? She doesn't do nothing but talk shit about everybody in town. Well, you're fucking welcome. Big difference between talking shit behind somebody's back and fucking coming forward like a champ. But you want to hide like a chump, like a chump, like a chump, like a chump. That's right, Laura Nelson. You chose to help these people to get away with this shit. Maybe, Laura Nelson, you should probably explain to people about the trip to Virginia, about how you helped me to get the money to go there. Brenda Dickinson should probably admit that too. Maybe you should admit to, of course, trying to coax me into trusting Joshua Rayborn and Amy Kalina Kingery. What did they do? They ripped me off, and you fucking knew it. But you never came forward, did you? Now, let's take a look at the situation with Scott DaCosta, where you were going to make a statement about the situation. Now, the things that you told me, did you ever try telling the public? Did you ever try telling the courts? Did you ever try calling it in? How about the situation right after Natalie's death? And you and your husband came down there. And you took me to the Colorado Coalition of the Homeless. Did that really happen, or am I making it up, Laura Nelson? Your excuses are not my fault or my problem. You chose this. How does that feel? You chose this. You chose to turn the other way. You chose to look away. You chose to help child molesters and rapists get away. There is nothing about you that is not predatory, Laura Nelson. You are a horrible excuse for a human being. Good people don't do what you've done. Good people don't look away. Good people don't make excuses. What are you? Well, obviously not a good person. If you were a good person, I wouldn't be on here, well, telling the world what a shitty person you are. After Natalie was killed, you took me down to the Colorado Coalition of the Homeless. But did you ever admit to that? Did you ever tell anybody that? Or did you let me get treated like I fucking made it up? You helped my predators to get away, Laura Nelson. Knowingly, willingly, and in fact, repeatedly. You will let predators destroy an innocent man's life because you want them to come into your store and buy your shit. Well, I don't buy your shit. It's shit. Then there's the Solid Rock Bible Church. Oh, you mean you guys want to pretend to be Christians now that you're decidedly going out of your way not to be Christians? What are the chances that David Nelson is... Well, he is predatory. He absolutely is, and so is Laura Nelson. To prey on a disabled person the way that they did, yeah, that's fucking entirely wrong. That is wholeheartedly cruel. David and Laura Nelson were aware of a lot. Laura Nelson more than Dave. But they let people hurt me. Let them hurt me. Over and over and over and over and over. Because when it comes down to it, David and Laura Nelson don't have anything decent going for them. They have to mooch off of others and take advantage off of others. Oh, poor me, poor me. My son's autistic and my daughter died. Well, knowing what kind of people you became, I am glad your daughter is not alive to see what shameful pieces of trash you became. Ruby got lucky that she died in that fire. She got lucky not to see what disgusting people you became. She got lucky. And all the rest of your relatives who died in that fire. And that RV that you got from Lana Ingeline. How many of your family members died in that fire? I want you to take a look at the shameful things that you have done in the last 6 years. And be grateful that your family was not alive to see your shame. Laura Nelson was a part of a rather large portion of this. So was her husband. The problem is that they didn't come forward, they didn't speak up, they didn't care. They wanted to hide. Why would they want to hide who they are? Why would they want to hide the things that they were involved in? Why would they let an innocent man be harmed over and over again, knowing that man was innocent? Why would you do that? Why would you try pretending like you're a good person after doing such a thing? How could you be so stupid? But yeah, sure. Destroy an innocent man's life, and it's the innocent man's fault, right? Look the other way, like a coward, and it's an innocent man's fault, right? There's a lot of horrible people in the world. David and Laura Nelson are among the most disgusting. You don't want me to make fun of the way you look? Well, it's fair and it's equal. I was made a target because when I went to get help from my friends and family before Natalie died, they didn't fucking care. They wanted to tell me how to think and how to feel. That's what it's really like when you are a male who is being fucking stalked by nut jobs. And you gotta go to your friends. What friends? Profiteers? Like David and Laura Nelson? What horrible excuses for human beings. On the bright side, at least they're not Candace Bondurant, going out of her way to fucking destroy any and all chance that I had right at the very beginning of actually having an honest goddamn court date. Any chance that I had of actually being allowed to fucking defend myself. What did Candace Bondurant do? Whatever it took to hide her involvement. What did David and Laura Nelson do? Anything it took to hide their involvement. I went to these people for help. Sorry, I take that back. Candace Bondurant offered the help. And then she stabbed me in the back for accepting it. That isn't the first time Candace Bondurant has done that. That's not the first time that Candace Bondurant has treated me like I'm fucking horrible because other people fucking hurt me. Not that it matters, David and Laura Nelson are shitty pieces of shit. Shitty pieces of shit. You know, the kind that's got shit stuck to it. Laura Nelson looks like a boiled fucking turd. She smells like a boiled turd. Yeah, that's right. You know, she survived that fire. Her skin's pretty fucked up in a lot of different parts of her body. God must have known what kind of a person she is and saved Ruby from that. Rescued Ruby from having to see what a piece of shit her mother is. David Nelson isn't Ruby's father. I don't believe a word that comes out of Dave Nelson's or Laura Nelson's mouth anymore. I used to believe some of what came out of Laura's mouth. When she'd complain about other people in town, I believe these people might have actually done the shit to her that she was bitching about. But no. She was just bitching at me because she thought I was safe. She thought her secrets were safe with me. Well, they're fucking not, Laura Nelson. Your secrets don't mean shit to me. I will not sacrifice human lives to keep your fucking secrets, Laura Nelson. You're straight up trailer trash. Well, we can't even say that now, can we? You're lucky enough to have property. You're lucky enough to have a place. But you don't deserve it. Just like you didn't deserve your daughter. Thank goodness she is no longer here to see what a pathetic excuse for a human being that you became. You're fat and ugly, so what? So what? Being fat and ugly is no excuse for not telling the truth. Being fat and ugly is no excuse for not doing the right thing. Being fat and ugly is not my fault. I didn't make you fat. I didn't make you ugly. Just unfortunate that I wanted to believe the best in you. And I didn't realize how fucking ugly you were on the inside. I have every right to be pissed off. Go fuck yourselves.